And the last story we have for you this afternoon, before you can call in and tell us what you think of all of this, is states spend more than aid may continue reliance on FAAC income. 7 states recorded negative growth in their internally generated revenue (IGRs) last year, just as 80% of the earned income of the 21 others came from the federation account in the face of rising costs of governance, indicating the severity of the fiscal crisis facing the subnationals. The 7 states include Jigawa, which slipped by 41.3%, Ebonyi, with 37.5% negative growth in IGR, and Sokoto, which recorded minus 21.42%. Others are Kaduna, which recorded 19.3%, Oshun with minus 7.02%, and Kanu, where IGR fell by 4.71%. Abia also slipped back by 3.55%. In some states, the Federal Account Allocation Committee's revenue accounts for over 90% of the total income available for budget funding, indicating the level of vulnerability. For one, IGR made up only 5.55% of Jigawa's total revenue last year, while it was 6.7% in the case of Bayelsa State. A report by Budge IT puts last year's combined revenue of all 36 states at 8.66 trillion, a modest growth of 31.2% from 6.6 trillion naira recorded in 2022. But FAAC, which grew at over 33%, drove the composition revenue growth by as much as 65%. The states would need to grow even faster to take up additional responsibilities this year through next year, including payment of salary adjustments. Sadly, the key factors that drove growth last year, fuel subsidy discontinuation and sharp naira depreciation, will not influence revenue growth going forward. This increase is indicative of the additional revenue accrued to states, albeit moderate, due to the discontinuance of the petroleum subsidy. Budge IT said the report will, while revealing what is known, that most states of the Federation rely on FAAC allocation for survival. What is new, however, is that about 80% of the 36 states of the Federation are unable to generate enough revenue to keep them afloat. Transfers to states from the Federation account comprise at least 62% of the recurrent revenue of 34 states, except Lagos and Ogun, while 21 states relied on federal transfers for at least 80% of their recurrent revenue. The reality brings to the fore the tension of states over reliance on the common purse for functionality, while accentuating the vulnerability of the state government to crude oil-induced shocks and other external shocks. The domestic resource mobilization capacity of the state governments seemed to improve in 2023 as IGR grew by 20.33% to 2.19 trillion naira from the 1.82 trillion naira generated in 2022. Despite the modest growth, the states could only fund their personnel costs for the year, which grew by 14% to 1.99 trillion naira. Well, there you have it. A lot is happening, in our political space this evening. Now, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, said that Nigerians should expect to see, a better 2025. He said that there will be better economy, lower inflation, more employment opportunities, more support for businesses, more infrastructural development, and all of that. And he's saying that Nigeria have seen the worst that we can see. So, come 2025, that everything will get better. Anyway, what is your take on all of this? The numbers you call and then you become part of the conversation remains 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742. You can equally call 080 65 79 6599. Yes, remember that a Nigerian army calls on members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB and its arms affiliate Eastern Security Network to drop their arms, surrender, or face onslaught. That's what he says. So, what is your take on the matter? Let's hear from you now. Yes, at the same time, we are looking into the fact that Warri Refinery is now operational. What is your take on all of this? Let's hear from you right now. Hello.
Yeah, the matter.
Yes, good evening, my brother. Take care, man.
Because I will more you
Okay, okay. Biko, gwano ha na eze afa gị na-ebe isi agbọ ka ị gaba n'ihu. Mm,
I'll give more drug if you want to know.
nsogbu arụ ọ na-aga n'ihu sa. Okay.
Nigerian military at Ethiopia
Yes,
and the Eastern Security Network.
yes.
I hope I know your good. I will only good for police military.
Okay.
Like now, this December, I was surprised to hear me together about it. From Nigerian police within the AD and I walk away.
Okay, yes.
But I am telling you, they are digging, Nigerian police is digging their grave. Looking for somebody like that training.
No. All Burgo part of the system since now. All for when they train, no fan, no. All for when Nigerian police they train in that.
Don't worry, I know you. I forgot it. The more you see that name.
Anyway, no need the essay na they dig their grave because no security. Anyu maka ha na chokwe protect at the end of the day. Mana na
I
ka ni.
want him for Alpha.
Okay.
From somebody Alpha.
Okay.
So, but I know when they are for abụrụ iji bido asụsụ ya akụ ka ị ga-asụ ya okwu ndị Igbo nke a gaite then ihe a na-ekwu maka Eastern Security na ọdịda amị amị Naijiria afọ nke na-ejikọ bụ Boko Haram steeti amịghị eyi ngwa a na-eje n'ubi ka ji na-aka nke a dị n'akụkụ nke ndị ọhaneze ndị Igbo si na ụmụanyị bụ nọmba 1 ha na ndị agwa ya
ndị like the Igbo man of the year 2024.
While the one nwoke na-aba afọ n'aka lawless slave because law the law of the land they release below the man. One nwoke na-aba afọ ebe ahụ afọ ya sọrọ Igbo man. Ebe adịrị onye ọbụla na-eme nke ọ na-eme ihe chetakwana mbọsị ngụkọ na-abịa mbọsị ngụkọ ọ na-atọ ụtọ ọ na-atọta ụtọ ịma na mgbe onye nọ n'ụlọ ọ na-ezu ori ụbịa ugbu egodozi na-agbakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakpakp ndị Igbo ha na-eme onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọ na-eme n'ala Igbo ha kakletwa then another one onye nke kwuru ekwu okwu na-esi na Brazil to community dispute
Yes.
ya ọ ife a ka a na-eme n'ala Igbo ha na-eme ha na-akpọ ya IPOB.
Okay.
Yes, I was surprised ihe na-eme today. Onye APC bụ egbe kwuru na etiti merụ the police na-anakọ ndị keke onye ọ protector why do you just know that today is Monday sit at home why do you come out today? Na-eziga nwaanyị na-amụ na-etu na-eziu ha na-eziu the action na-eziu
Kedu ebe ife anyị kwu mee ka esa ọ nọ mee?
Along that old road, I'm not about that one old road there. Or that old road by that time, okay, and up here. People club one another my place and all of that.
Okay.
They pass me. Come back here, just back and when I have a good. Particularly everything is great. So, Nenetia, you as their character. For that, over Nigeria police, Burundi are here. Or the Nigerian future. Over long down, I have Nigeria police. Today, I never am for today.
Mana anyway, ịmakwa na these same people ị na-ekwu na ọ bụ na ebido ife gbasara steeti police kịta n'ọkwa ndị a ga-esokwa ihe ọ ga-abụ ndị ga-ehed dị ihe steeti police ahụ.
Steeti police a dị ka politicians dị Nigeria otu aka ọ dị. Steeti police a dị ka dibịa na-eme abortion ma ọ dibịa dọkịta na-eme abortion ọ bụ president kwa na-enwere mmadụ ọ na-egbu mana ọ na-egbu mmadụ. So don't worry, anyị na-abịa enwere ihe na-adị ime m ọ bụrụ mmadụ o nwere ebe na-abịa na enwere ihe na-abịa
Anyway, achọm ịma na kịta Nigerians na-aga through ihe gbasara this fuel subsidy removal, the effect and everything. So, otu isi wee fụ ihe gbasara Warri Refinery now operational. Do you believe na otu o si dị operational na prices ga drop ba?
Technically, forget about refinery. They have based their content on live, and the control based on live. And that's what I'm going to do. You will not cut. But here they're putting Nigeria who has the Bible law, about that. And nobody can recognize the handwriting. Also, go and put that handwriting. And the only I have only interpretation. As of now, Malayan and Kubra, the date of reckoning. Now, they are going to get in the court before digress. Just to grab on it, to grab with their kingsmen because of that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then I had you because they want to punish the image of IPOC. When I can't place the secret, all of blood is spiritual. I'm not about to be the agent of Kebata.
Thank you so much for joining. I don't know what you are talking when it comes to cleansing. We are not in support of anything. I don't know what you mean by that when you say cleansing per se, you know. But we are not in support of any violence in any form, you know. But we are talking about what we must do to make Nigeria better, you know, all that is going on in our political space. What is your take? Let's hear from you right about now. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, we thank God. I kind of many far. I forget to be surprised. Okay, I'm going to tell you on no ku.
Start putting us towards IPOC and great cancer. Yeah, I mean, the fun. But